So you are thinking of buying a home in Alpharetta, Georgia, and you want to understand the good and the bad, the pros and cons, the ups and downs of living in Alpharetta? So that's exactly what we're gonna cover in this video today. We are getting into what makes Alpharetta good and what makes Alpharetta not so good. We get questions every day from our clients, people that are trying to move to Alpharetta or to Georgia in general, and they want to understand where exactly to move. Is Alpharetta the best choice? Is Suwannee better? What about Beaufort, Roswell, Johns Creek, Sugar Hill, Cumming? We are going to show you a few of the best attractions in Alpharetta, a few of the best high schools, the best parks, the best shopping and restaurants, and to tell you a little secret, why is Alpharetta called the Technology City of the South? Now, good, and again good. But Alpharetta has some negative aspects as well. We are going to discuss the traffic, the weather, the real estate market, and home prices in Alpharetta. Is Alpharetta expensive? Do you want to live in an HOA subdivision or non-HOA subdivision? What are the advantages and disadvantages of living in a big subdivision? So that's exactly what we're gonna talk about in this video, and we are getting after it right now. If you want to know everything about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in North Atlanta, Georgia, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notification so you can be the first to know about the current market in North Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Livia Bika with Keller Williams, North Atlanta. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to North Atlanta, Georgia, and we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below so we can help you make a smooth move to North Atlanta, Georgia and the beautiful suburbs. So as I mentioned, today we are talking about Alpharetta. Alpharetta is a beautiful city in northern Fulton County, Georgia, and is part of the Atlanta metropolitan area. Alpharetta is positioned between North Georgia mountains and the city of Atlanta. Just 25 miles north of Atlanta, usually a 35 to 45-minute drive on Georgia 400 North, Alpharetta is a vibrant southern city with an exceptional quality of life, making it a great place to live, work, and visit. According to niche.com, Alpharetta is #1 best suburb to live in Georgia and also #1 places with best public schools in Fulton County. And Alpharetta is also #2 best places to raise a family in Georgia. Median home value in Alpharetta is at approximately at $469,000. Median household income in Alpharetta is approximately at $134,000. According to niche.com, 68% of people that live in Alpharetta own their home, while 32% rent. One of the best cons for Alpharetta is the airport. Let's talk about that. International airport access to the entire world. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport is the world's busiest and most efficient airport. This airport offers non-stop flights to more than 150 domestic and 78 international destinations. Atlanta holds the distinction of being the first airport in the world to host more than 100 million passengers in a single year. Now, yes, we have this amazing airport, but traffic to get to the airport can be very bad. This is a good con for Alpharetta. The traffic is so bad. Just 35 miles from downtown Alpharetta, usually a 45-minute drive with no traffic, can take you up to 2 hours if you need to get to the airport at a rush hour, or if there is an accident on Georgia 400. So make sure you plan accordingly when you need to travel. Atlanta is well known for the bad traffic and the worst commute. Alpharetta is a very diverse city. Now, this is another con. According to niche.com, 54% of people that live in Alpharetta are white, 22 Asian, 12% African American, 8% Hispanic. Now, quality of life is another count for Alpharetta. We have amazing subdivisions, gated, non-gated, double-gated for extra security, standalone properties, non-HOA homes. Like the best subdivision in Alpharetta is Windward Subdivision. Like homes are selling between $725,000 up to $3 million. Now, we also have the Peninsula and Windward, which is an amazing subdivision. It has over 3,000 acres. Now, this gorgeous subdivision, the Peninsula, has world-class amenities, including the Windward Lake Club for swim and tennis, 4 pickleball courts, 22 tennis courts, 4 pools, fine dining, award-winning golf club, and event space. It is called the Gem of North Atlanta Living. Yes, you heard that right. There is a 5.5 million gorgeous home listed in the Peninsula and Windward. And what 5.5 million can get you? 16,000 square feet with 7 bedrooms, 8 full bathrooms, pool, jacuzzi, like finished basement. It's exactly on Lake Windward, and it has, I think, 243 feet of Lake Windward. Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful home. So for those of you that are looking for a luxury estate, give us a call and we will be more than happy to assist you and send you all the active listings from Alpharetta. Now, if you are looking for something unique, Alpharetta has that too. I'm talking about an 8 million property, which is actually an equestrian estate. So if you are looking for something like that, give us a call and we will be more than happy to send you a few listings. There is this one, which is called Shenandoah Farms. Gorgeous, gorgeous farm on 65 acres. It's listed at 8 million in FMLS. And then there is another one at 6 million. Now, this one is a little bit smaller, of course, than the 8 million. But anyway, if you are interested, give us a call and we will be more than happy to assist you and help you purchase one of these gorgeous properties or unique farms that we have here in Alpharetta. Now, let's go and talk about parks and recreation. Alpharetta is named as one of the top recreation and park departments in the country. To give you 2 amazing examples, we're talking about the Alpha Loop project and the Wheels Park Master Plan, which is Alpharetta's downtown park. Now, the Alpha Loop is a connection of multi-use trails which will tie together 4 of the city's main activity centers: downtown, Avalon, North Winds, and North Point. It will better connect the neighborhoods, improve travel and mobility, spur economic development, and elevate the overall quality of life in the technology city of the South. On the other hand, the Wheels Park Master Plan is Alpharetta's downtown park, includes a 60-acre equestrian show facility, 10 baseball fields, the newly renovated Wheels Park pool, 3 playgrounds, 6 tennis courts, and 18-hole disc golf course, and plenty of green space to make up the 120-acre property. From horse shows and rodeos to concerts and symphonies, the Equestrian Center is the heart of Wheels Park, hosting a variety of events throughout the year. Isn't this amazing? To be able to watch horse shows right in downtown Alpharetta. And if you are someone that loves to ride, you can purchase a riding pass which will allow you to ride throughout the year on the facility grounds. So for those of you that love horses, that's the place to go. Another pros and another positive for Alpharetta is the technology companies. Why is Alpharetta called the technology city of the South? Let's dive in. Alpharetta continues to be a leading destination for corporate locations, high-tech services, and retail trade. With nearly 700 technology companies, Alpharetta boasts one of the largest concentration of high-tech firms in a single community. Yes, you heard that right, 700 technology companies just in Alpharetta. Now, Alpharetta has over 25 million square feet of office space. Now, some of the best companies located in Alpharetta are Microsoft, General Motors, AT&T, FiberLife, Verizon, Coca-Cola, ADP, UPS, LexisNexis, and Fortune 500 company. But the 25 million square feet of office space isn't the main reason that corporate and regional headquarters choose Alpharetta. Rather, it's because of the city's ability to attract top talent with Alpharetta's ample executive housing and high quality of life. As I mentioned earlier, the high quality of life, gorgeous communities, beautiful subdivisions, very expensive homes. Alpharetta is a tech city here in Georgia, and it's one of the best cities to live in. That's why, one of the cons in Alpharetta is the home prices. Home prices in the past few years went up like 40%, 40 or 45%. It is amazing to be able just to, for a two bedroom, 2.5 bed to pay $400,000. Now, Alpharetta is that expensive. If you are looking into Beaufort, Cumming, which is a little bit further, like I'm talking, from Alpharetta to drive to Cumming will take you approximately 20 minutes on Georgia 400 North, Cumming is much further, like 1 hour driving from Atlanta to Cumming, which Cumming is right close to Lake Lanier. You will find, less expensive homes. Maybe in the 350, 400, you can find like a 4 bedroom and 3 full bed. But keep in mind, if you do work in Atlanta, Cumming is much, much further than Alpharetta. That's why a lot of clients and a lot of people are actually choosing Alpharetta. For those of you that are commuting to Atlanta, Alpharetta is closer. Like it's only 30 to 40 minutes drive than compared to Cumming or Beaufort, which can be 45 to 1 hour drive. Now let's talk about subdivisions that have HOA and subdivisions that don't have an HOA. What that means. So for example, if you live in Windward or Windward Peninsula, you have all the amenities right there. Like for example, the Windward Peninsula has 22 tennis courts, 4 pickleball courts, fine dining, everything that you need is right there, tennis, swimming. So for those amenities, you will have to pay an annual fee. For example, I think in Windward Peninsula, they start from $1,000 to $6,000 yearly. Now depends exactly which amenities do you need to have for your home and which one you're gonna enroll. Some of them are mandatory, some of them are not. You have an option to choose. Now, if you live in Windward subdivision, which is a very big subdivision, they are homes from like 700,000 to 3.9 million. Now, some of these homes, they have only like $700 annually HOA fees. So that means maybe they don't have the amenities that the Peninsula Windward has it, which is okay. You have so many options here in Georgia to have a pool, or we have Lake Lanier where we can go and camp and you can take your boat. Now, if you live in an HOA subdivision, let's say you have a boat and you have an RV, you are not allowed to park a boat or an RV on the driveway. It doesn't matter how long your driveway is. Even if you can fit an RV, like a 30 feet long RV, you are not allowed by the HOA to park anything on the driveway except your personal cars. Now, for those of you that live in an HOA, if you have a boat or an RV or a ski jet or anything that will require additional parking, you will find all of these parkings along Lake Lanier. We have so many parking garages. Usually some of them are gated and they have surveillance cameras. It cost, we had an RV and we were in an HOA subdivision prior to buying this home. So we were paying $120 a month to park our RV. And they had a cover, it was gated, like very secure, right on Lake Lanier. Actually, it was in Beaufort, right next to Lake Lanier. So you do have a choice. You don't have to buy a house that doesn't have HOA. You can actually buy a beautiful home in Windward, for example, or any other subdivision that you can find in Alpharetta, and then just find the parking somewhere else, to park your toys, But we love camping here in Georgia. So for us to go camping at Lake Lanier, or maybe we go to Blairsville, which is 1 hour and 20 minutes driving from here in the Georgia mountains, and we go horse riding with so many activities, so many water activities, because we are in the South and we love the water, we love the sun. So we want to be outside as much as we can. That's why Georgia has so many parks and recreation as well. Now, if you're someone that doesn't want to pay the HOA fees and restrictions, some of the restriction will be if you don't cut your grass or if you have weeds. Usually they have somebody that will check. They will come and give you a warning, or maybe they will give you a ticket. And if you don't fix it, they will hire a company on your name to go and actually fix the weeds in your front lawn. But anyway, if you do not want to live in an HOA subdivision, you can actually find a house that has no HOA, which means you can do whatever you want. It's a standalone property. Some of them are, close to Lake Lanier. You can find also HOA subdivisions in Alpharetta, which are built maybe in the 80s or 90s. They are smaller subdivisions, smaller homes, maybe in the 400, 500,000. And you can actually park your RV there if there is no HOA. Okay, now a negative about Alpharetta will be the weather and the traffic. Traffic can be very bad, especially on Georgia 400 South or North, especially in the rush hours. So take in consideration that when you buy a house, and if you need to drive to private schools, or if you need to drive from Alpharetta to downtown Atlanta, traffic can be very bad. Georgia is a driving city. There is no public transportation. Like if you live in Alpharetta, Sugar Hill, Suwannee, Beaufort, Cumming, you need a car or an Uber. There is no way, there is no public transportation. So take in consideration that, make sure you can move around. We are 40 miles north of Atlanta, so no public transportation, nothing like that. Now, weather in Alpharetta and in Georgia in general, we do have 4 seasons. So we do have a nice early spring. Usually spring starts in March, April. Temperatures will go to 75% at the end of March. It's going to be a little cooler in the morning and in the night, but during the day, usually from 11 a.m. to like 5 or 6 p.m., it's either 65 or 75 degrees, and it's gorgeous. Everything is blooming. It's beautiful here. Now, we do have a long summer. So for those of you that love summer, this is the place to be. Like starting April to maybe the end of September or even October sometimes can be 75, 80 degrees outside. So very long summer. That's why we love water sports and water activities. Then we do have a nice fall and winter. So fall starts maybe the end of October. So October, November, December sometimes. January and February will be the coldest months. Sometimes the temperatures can get to 25 degrees, maybe in the morning and even during the night. Very rarely we're going to have snow. I remember in 2001 for Christmas, before Christmas actually, we had 1 full day of snow. OMG, like the kids were so happy. They were able actually to build a snowman, but the second day everything melted and the temperature was, during the day at 65 and it was done, everything melted. But it was fun. 2 hours from here, we have Maggie Valley, which is an amazing place to go and ski. So for those of you that have kids and you want to go skiing and enjoy the winter sports, you can take them to Maggie Valley, which is a very nice, cool place to go and learn ski. So Georgia has everything. And also what's amazing about Georgia and what we love, because I used to live in Chicago with my family. And if for those of you that know Chicago, 9 months out of the 12 was very cold and the weather was crazy, like snow and rain and cold. So for us moving from Chicago to Georgia, it was such an amazing transition because we love summer and we love the summer sports. Kids loved it and they accommodated so easy. It was amazing. Like what's nice about Georgia, if you take your car and you want to go to the ocean, 6 hours driving from Suwannee. You used to live in Suwannee. So from Suwannee to Destin, Florida, it took us 6 hours, 6 hours and a half. Now depends how many times you stop. So ocean is very close. And you don't have to fly. I mean, tickets are super expensive. So if you have 2 or 3 kids and you have a big pickup truck or an SUV, you can definitely drive to Destin. It's going to take you 6 hours or 7 the most. So this is what we love about Georgia, because if we want to go to the ocean, we just pack our bags, we take our RV and we go to Destin. Believe me, Destin, Florida, right on the ocean, on the sand, they have campgrounds for RV. which usually are like $100 a night. Or if you go into a resort RV, which has a pool and maybe 2 pools and all kind of like super cool spots for camping, they are right on the beach. You just have to walk maybe 30 feet and you are on the beach on Destin, Florida. Those are resort style campgrounds, are a little bit more expensive. They're $150 a night. But think about it. You take your RV, you can take your booze, you can take your food, you can, prepare whatever you like and grill every night. And you are right on Destin, Florida, which has the most amazing sand beaches and the blue water. It is gorgeous. We actually did that a few times and kids loved it so much. When we were in Chicago, we did not fly to the ocean that often because it was very expensive, for a family of 4 to fly from Chicago to go to Destin, then book a hotel, food and everything else. It was super expensive. But now being in Georgia, this is so easy, like 6 hours driving and we're at Destin, Florida. So keep in mind that that's another con for Georgia. Now, weather can be a con or a pro, depends if you love summer or you don't. Now, education in Alpharetta is a priority for people who live in Alpharetta. The Fulton County Public School System was recently rated one of the top 100 school districts in places you can afford by Money Magazine. According to grayschools.org and niche.com, the top public high schools in Alpharetta are Alpharetta High School, which is 8 out of 10, Chattahoochee High School, 10 out of 10, Cambridge High School, 9 out of 10, Milton High School, 8 out of 10, and Northview High School, which is 9 out of 10. A very, very good school district. Alpharetta also has access to higher education, ranging from the Alpharetta campus of DeVry University, Keller Graduate School of Management, to Georgia State University campus and Gwinnett Technical College. Now, if you would like private schools, Alpharetta has that too. According to niche.com and grayschools.org, some of the best private schools in Alpharetta are Fulton Science Academy Private School, Rivers Academy, Kings Ridge Christian School, the Goddard School, and Montessori School, which Goddard and Montessori, they have pre-K and elementary. Amazing, amazing schools, private schools here in Georgia. So in general, Georgia and Alpharetta in general, they have very, very good school district. Now, if you like to go out, Alpharetta has a lot of different restaurants, patios, bars, theaters. For example, let me show you Avalon and Halcyon. These are very small communities, like small cities in a big city. Now, let's talk about Avalon. Avalon has comedy nights, workout classes, live music, fashion shows, music classes, and princess visits for the little kids. It is amazing there. Shopping also at Avalon is pretty good, like a lot of high-end shops, restaurants, boutique stores. Tesla is right there. Everything you need, Avalon has it. Now, Halcyon, the same thing, almost like Avalon. It's an idyllic 123 acres gathering place. Halcyon has amazing shops, hotels, restaurants, loft offices, breweries, beautiful residents to buy or lease, a common green area at the center, and paved pathways throughout the community. Also, Big Creek Greenway Trailhead is situated at Halcyon, where you can bike, run, and walk your furry friends. Really amazing, yeah? Alpharetta has more pros than cons. I mean, the only cons that we were able to find, it's like the high prices, yeah? But for some of you, this doesn't mean high, like 400 to 5 million. Now, depends what's your price point, of course. Now, the weather is a con, and also the traffic, which for most cities, if you live in a nice city and, the school districts are amazing, of course, the traffic is going to be very bad in the morning when the schools are opening, and of course, at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. when everybody goes back home. Alpharetta is a beautiful city to live in, so please give us a call. And if you are looking in Alpharetta or anywhere in Georgia, it doesn't have to be Alpharetta. If it's Alpharetta, Suwannee, Beaufort, Roswell, Sugar Hill, Cumming, Flowery Branch, anywhere you are looking, just give us a call and we will be more than happy to assist you and guide you to the entire process. And until next time, I hope to see you around town.